that tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams going through brutal losing streaks. But today is the chance to turn that around. It's the Colts going up against the Bengals. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. First down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Kyle Fuller is one of those new breed, complete defensive backs. Eager to tackle, but a better cover man.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
But that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground. And when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback. And when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Stays on his feet. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Anytime there's an open target and there's a reception, the next thing you're looking for, the ability to break a tackle and gain additional yardage. That's what we just saw.
First down and goal to go from the 7. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. And so we have the touchdown now. Here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there on 20 yards. You know, you and I talk a lot about the incredible receivers in the NFL. Catches like that, they validate our point.
Each and every time. That's why teams are looking for defensive backs to get bigger and faster to try and combat these guys catching the football.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a loose football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go now.
The slot man in motion right. Play clock winding down. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll come out in the pistol. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Backing up. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. And the play clock's running down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taken right around the 44. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Ridgeway able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Time running out here on the play clock. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the...
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from.
And he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Going to give this time to the tailback. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Second down following the run. Another pistol look here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Second down following the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though,
and now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And it's third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Set. Green 30.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to... And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. But that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. To throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for some... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One man on the backfield, Elliott. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because, for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? One receiver right, that's Brown.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd like to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. One receiver left, 2 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll look to throw here. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 13 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Bengals a first down.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, Clock on their side. Instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point try now for Walsh. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43. Yard line, that's where they'll take over. Try and start this drive in the air. Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now, here come the Bengals. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Escaping the pressure right. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Bengals are going to have a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Leopard, here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
No, Jack, Patriots.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
10 yards to go on third. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. They'll set up to throw. Surveying the field. Trying to lay one up deep. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage. But you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll give the Bengals a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Indianapolis, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.